afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for July 30th, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. There is a lot of shifting and energies that are happening. You know, when you become more awakened, you start experiencing a lot more than you did before. When you're asleep or you're in the fog, you don't recognize things. You don't. You just kind of, you're so centered on the outside of you that you just don't really notice much. And then when it is noticed, you think it's some kind of an illness, as we are trained to believe, rather than an energy wave or frequency adjustment. There's high amounts of energy in different parts of this planet. The higher you go, the more energy in the atmosphere you're going to experience. Actual pure electricity in the air, where your whole body prickles with the electrical current. We're good grounders and we're good conductors. And we carry a lot of debris. We all do. We carry it. We're in such a habit of doing it that we drag it through our existence. And it'll surface. You know how it builds up, too, as you go through life. It builds up. You're not aware of it, but the pressure gets greater on you. And this is where you have anxiety. Fear is the biggest instigator of most everything. And your mind and ego create the fear and dictate to the heart mind, where the emotions start spraying all over the place. See, this is what most humans aren't aware of, that the heart mind is the power, not the mind. The heart mind is much more powerful than the mind. But when you don't make that correlation, you don't understand that, it's difficult to understand what's actually happening. These thoughts that are injected into us by the mind and the ego, they're constant. But sometimes they're just really strange. They come in and you go, wow, why am I thinking that? Instead, you might want to try, hold on a second, mind. I'm in control here. I'm the master and commander. You're not. I ask you to take a back seat in peace, and I am in charge. You watch what happens when you do that, and you do it from the heart mind, not just basically mentioning it. And here's something that we don't do. We don't do this. Very few do. Some do. Why hanker for security? Life is insecure in its very nature. Hence, it is simple logic. Those who want to be more alive, they have to live in insecurity. The greater the insecurity, the more will be your aliveness. And that's from Osho. And that's very true. Why hanker for security? Life is insecure in its very nature. Hence, it is simple logic. Those who want to be more alive, they have to live in insecurity. The greater the insecurity, the more will be your aliveness. When you get into security, or you feel you're secure, you notice what happens? You become complacent and you kind of lean back. Each one of us naturally carries a deep and sacred clarity about ourselves and our world. We were born with a crystal clear perception of life that has no judgments, nor any limiting beliefs. However, as we progress through the years, this innate understanding becomes clouded by others' judgments, opinions, and misperceptions. Habitual thinking patterns soon develop, and I emphasize the word habitual, And when they develop, and then they were embedded with gobs of assumptions, so societal beliefs, and countless stories about what limited and powerless human beings we really are. And with all of this misunderstanding, the mind could assume that this whole world was unjust, and that human interactions were a constant struggle we all just had to deal with to survive. The habit of unclear seeing can be so cloudy that you don't realize you've got it. If you feel that you're in a whirlpool of challenges and you've been suffering on any level for weeks or months or even years, you will want to break out of this spinning toilet bowl of limited thinking and simply return to your greatest truth. And what is your greatest truth? Is that which liberates you on the deepest level and causes your life to overflow with joy and ease. It is your most natural state of being that has the taste of unbounded freedom. And when we can clearly know our truth and feel what is exactly going on within our heart, we become aligned with our soul's mission, and we feel a deep aliveness bubbling up from within. The truth brings us into the experience of divine alignment. And with the whole universe, where every day feels like you're floating down a fun, effortless river made of milk and honey. Look within. Be still. Free from fear and attachment. Know the sweet joy of living in the way. And that quote came from Buddha, from the Dhammapada. And yes, be aware that you have an assignment, and it's not for the half-hearted. It may bring up the greatest amount of fear you've ever discovered, yet it's good to know that all fear is simply excitement in disguise. Okay? All fear is simply excitement in disguise. You ever notice something? You ever notice when you're doing something or you are experiencing something that's exciting and you have that kind of fear come over you? I'm sure you've all experienced it once or twice or maybe more. It's something exciting. It's something that you're happy about and everything, but you get excited, but you do have this fear come in. Okay? And it is literally excitement in disguise. That's what it is. Remember that all of you is very rarely paid attention to. Sometimes it just happens that you get caught in doing so many things in your life that you forget to truly take care of yourself. At the end of the day, you may feel empty, unloved, or lacking something essential. Don't worry, it happens to everyone who is human. Yet, then you may try to fill the emptiness with something else. Could be a substance, could be another human, an activity, a new purchase, or just getting sucked into the computer or your phone for many hours. Feel even more drained and lifeless the next day. And realize that trying to fill these empty holes inside yourself with goodies from the outer world will never, ever leave you feeling deeply fulfilled. This emptiness inside you is cosmically deep and needs something deeper, bigger, and truly satisfying. The only thing that will truly fulfill you is the connection with your true spiritual essence. What is that? It is your God. It's good to know this all-intelligent universe empty orphans inside you are still going to try to find their way home this week. So it's your job to show them the real way home. Make time to really be with your heart, soul, and innermost being. Put away phone, bring your orphans home, and you can do it. Go inside yourself, feel you cannot feel, be with whatever you cannot be with, stop every outward action, and truly be with you. Hug these orphan parts of yourself. Do not ever run away from them. You will soon be surprised that your orphans change and actually become a source of self-love and reconnection. When this occurs, give them all the love you can until they cannot handle it anymore. When they've had enough, then don't try to keep fixing them. Instead, just refocus on where the infinite source of love is inside. Where is the infinite source of love? It is deep within you, at the very core of your being. The very moment you relax to find it, effortlessly you return to your infinite source of love. All of your inner orphans are forever healed, happy, loved, and free. And the good news is that you can relax right now and start this healing process now. No matter what you're doing, whomever you are with, you can feel into your heart and get a spiritual sense of what and who you truly are. And you can appreciate your full life deeply and fully enjoy being alive at any moment. Every moment of your life is potential quality time for you to be with your orphans this week. They are all worth it. Nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, loving yourself, tending to your feelings, your emotions, embracing them. And just like I said, your orphans, scattered, bring them home, every one of them. This is why we experience anxieties. This is why we experience so many different things. We don't spend enough time with ourselves. We don't spend enough time going deep within us, appreciating our God, who and what we are. Believe me, when you go inside deep, deep, deep within your core, and you know how to do that, everything shifts and changes at a higher frequency. And it's a balance. There is a balance. You know, if you spend all your time within, your external would suffer. So you see what you tend to both. You must tend the body because it carries you around, and you tend the God as well. You know, if you had an opportunity, the weather's great, you go out, sit somewhere. You want to take a blanket, take a ground cover. That's all you got to do. Go somewhere that you feel is comfortable. Doesn't matter where it is. Doesn't matter if anybody's watching. It has nothing to do with it. And sit. Sit down in a comfortable position and just be. That's it. Be with yourself. That is this meditation. Be with yourself. Some people wouldn't understand that. They say, well, that's crazy. What the heck are they talking about? All of you know what that is. Be with yourself. Go in to yourself deeply. Embrace the love that you are. You are. All of us are omnipotently powerful. Absolutely far-reaching. Influencing. Absolutely spectacular. Magna glorious creations. be with yourself. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure most of you are, and you're going to want to relax. And how do you do this? You move into the now. And understand, I repeat things. Not like I'm stuttering. I repeat them for a reason. Humanity must be given words over and over and over and over and over again so that they take hold. So that it's reinsured and reassured that the human will respond deeper and deeper and deeper. This is why I repeat the certain words so many times. And as you move into the now, not the future, not the past, most of us, will start reminiscing, and that's going into the past. And I kid you not, what it does is it connects you with the past emotionally for a period of time. It influences subconsciously your being in the now. It's dangerous because it will recreate certain things that are gone, that have passed a long time ago, that are play no role. Go back and reminisce on things. They serve no purpose, ever. And this is a habit that humanity has and takes it throughout life. It's reminiscing. Remember when. But see, no matter how trickly it may feel, it's deceptive. No matter how wonderful it may feel, it literally moves you from the now to the past. See what I'm talking about? It moves you to the past. It influences you when you start to go forward and get into line. And a lot of times don't know it, and you end up doing other things indirectly that repeat what you were reviewing and reminiscing about in the past. Follow yourself, you'll see that that's true. Oh, in the now only, not the future, not tomorrow, not 10 minutes from now, not an hour from now. Not an hour ago, not 2 hours ago, not yesterday, not the day before, not a year from now, not a month back then, not a month ago, 2 months ago, a year, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. The only thing we will ever have is the now. And when you move into the now, your body relaxes. Shoulders drop. Things begin to fall off of you. And they literally do. They just fall away. They give way. You're no longer tense holding them. You're no longer embracing them like a child with the little teddy bears, holding tighter and tighter, not letting go. And as you relax, and as you're in the now, you're going to want to breathe. You want to breathe through the nose and out the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And as you breathe, and as you breathe in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. Exhale, breath out through the mouth. Why, for those of you who are new, do we hold our breath? The breath is always in the now. It cannot be any place else. It is always in the now. So it causes you to focus on your breathing, which many of us never do. If ever. And this causes us to shallow breathe. We take our breathing for granted. And we shallow breathe. This is not good for the body. And we only take in maybe 16, 18% oxygen. This is why we hold our breath. It moves us to focus on the now. So whenever you focus on the breath, you know you're in the now. And you want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. So when you breathe in divine positive energy. This is connected to Source, Mother, Father, God, Prime Source, Creator God, the universe. It's connected to the collective consciousness of the universe. It's all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever. And it pulls in, it goes in through your God. It communicates with you through the heart-mind. And it literally comes in. Nurture yourself. Be with yourself. Every aspect of you. Go deep within your core. Embrace yourself. Know yourself. From every aspect, from every angle. All of these bits and pieces that are wandering within you that you've given no time or attention to. Call them in together. And you saturate them all with deep, eternal love. Every single bit of you. All from your deepest, deepest, deepest core. And love them, 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 and love them. And eventually, they'll be good. And you move forward. Now, when you breathe out all the things that occupy your time outside of you. Okay? You balance yourself. You're aware of your physical body. You tend to it. Now you're also aware of your internal center, deep within you, the God within you, and all the pieces that are fragmented within you. All of them. In love, in peace, in harmony. Embrace, and you flood them with love, all aspects of you. This is where you gain the balance. This is where you learn the way, the Tao. We all seek the balance. Fortunately, the majority of humanity is very imbalanced. But your focus is within you. Always has been, always will be. And you literally breathe out anything that would contest that. Anything that would pull you to the external you. And no, you don't need to pay attention to the internal you, you just go to external you. Oh, you don't know to go deep inside of you, you just need to stay out here. You know, the happiness that we all seek so desperately is within us, always has been. So why not embrace the core of us, of what we are, the true gods that we are? Literally, love our gods. We turn, and we fold into our heart-mind. We effortlessly float above the heart up into the neck area. And we're in the now, we're moved into total peace, tranquility. We're within ourselves. We go in. We find that we're completely encased in a perfect sphere of all the beautiful energies and frequencies. The emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the violet blue purple flaming light of Archangel Michael, the golden white pink light of Source, Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father, God, our family. And with us and around us. It always protects us 24/7. The only thing that can penetrate it is more deep eternal love. It's our minds that trick us. We turn and we merge with our God. This is our center. This is the very core of our being. Our God. We embrace our God. We love, deeply love our God. We are one with our God. We create heaven on earth. Our bodies are the earth. God within is the heaven. Each and every one of us house the kingdom of God. All of us. How can anyone slight that? Everything expands. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. It is all of our gods coming together in pure peace, joy, and tranquility. Our light is vibrant and bright. We literally enrobe the entire planet Earth from head to toe, top to bottom, inside and out. Its surface, its oceans, its atmosphere, its life. We just flood it, saturate it with our love, our deep eternal love. We are within ourselves. We are being with ourselves. We begin to effortlessly float up above the planet. As we do this, we are sitting at the equator. We move up effortlessly, and as we do this, we call upon the other parts of us, the other brothers and sisters, the others of Source. These are all the light energy beings who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in generosity, happiness, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they are everywhere. They are in all universes, all densities, all dimensions, all existences, all universes, everything. And they come in the Gugaplex is filling this universe and beyond. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they connect with us. They are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude as we are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We are all one, and we are all love. We call upon all the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all of the angels, all of the civilization who are in the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love. In joy, in generosity, in peace, in love, in harmony, in bliss. They have assisted us throughout the ages. And they come in the trillions. They flock in, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us. They are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. And we are all love, and we are all one. And our light expands. We call upon all the ascended masters. Too many names to mention. All of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. All in peace, joy, bliss, harmony, generosity, tranquility, benevolence, happiness, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, El Morya, Abundancia, Sananda Jesus, Saint Germain, and many, many, many more. They have ascended out of body. They risk themselves to assist the civilization being pulled back into the matrix. They come in massive numbers, arm in arm, hand in hand, and they join us. They are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, as we should be always. Without exception. We are all one, and we are all love. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, beneath earth, Agartha, all of the civilizations who are of the deepest, highest eternal love from the deepest, highest eternal love. All who are in joy, peace, harmony, bliss, generosity, humbleness, kindness. And they come in the billions. And they join us arm in arm, hand in hand. And they are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, as we are in the deepest, deepest of gratitudes. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our light expands. We call upon all of the off-worlders, galactics, all who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. All who are in joy, peace, benevolence, kindness, generosity, and they have been assisting us with our evolution, with our enlightenment, our ascension, and freeing ourselves from our self-imposed slavery and bondage. And they come in the billions, and arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. And they are the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, as we are in the deepest, deepest, deepest of gratitudes. And we are all love, and we are all one. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed out of body, ascended out of body in this life, and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in generosity, kindness, peace, joy, tranquility, happiness, benevolence. And they join us, arm in arm, hand in hand, in the billions. And they are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude for us, as we are in the deepest, deepest, deepest of gratitudes for them. And we are all love, and we are all one. And our light continues to expand. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet at this now, who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and peace, joy, happiness, bliss, goodness, generosity, happiness, come in massive numbers, in the trillions, shapes, colors, sizes that we have never viewed before. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. They are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, and we are in the deepest, deepest, deepest of gratitudes. And we are all one, and we are all love, and our light expands. As we look up, we see our meditative sphere, setting center circle. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It can be seen, heard, and felt throughout all universes, all densities, all existences. All dimensions, all universes, everywhere. And beyond the ribbon of creation. It can be literally transform all low frequencies into high frequencies, into deep eternal love. Peace and joy. We feel it saturate the tops of our heads, our entire bodies, inside and out, and our gods. We are with ourselves. We are communing with our gods. We are in deep peace. We embrace all of us, all of what we are, ever have been, ever will be. We nurture our gods. Embrace ourselves. We feel freed, buoyant, in a deep peace and a deep joy. We are not outside of ourselves, we are within. We look down upon the planet, and we see all of our brothers and sisters, all of the light, all of life, and we communicate with them to relax into themselves, focus and balance, to embrace the love they are, that they always have been, always will be. And a great peace will settle and penetrate and flood this entire planet. Beneath, as above. And our joy and our peace and our happiness will expand for all life, the entire civilization of this planet. We will elevate ourselves, and we will transform this third dimension into paradise. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. by doing this in a consistent, effortless way, because you don't fight it, it's just, you just fold in deep within your core and nurture all parts of you. And literally embrace the God and love the God within you and all around it. This is where you begin to balance the way. When you really know it, you'll watch as things just fall away. You'll watch as your fears disappear. Your excitement increases. Your enthusiasm. Your bliss. And you move into the river void, into the unknown. The unknown is insecurity. You ever notice that how we operate when we're but it for you? It's to move into yourself, deep, deep, deep within. Everything's changed. Balance sets in. Your frequency rises, elevates. You move more into the flow, more in happiness. It's effortless. Take it with you the rest of the day, to the evening, night, following morning. You can do it anytime, as much as you care to. But I suggest that you do, that you engage. We'll have a time for change call tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. And we will be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern, July 31st, 2019.